Firefighters, the true-to-life story of our unsung heroes who stand ready to ride by day or night against our most murderous enemy, the demon of fire. In just a minute, we'll visit Northside School, where Miss Grebel and Trudy Collins are hard at work on the plans for the Firefighters play when we drop in, along with Chief Cody and Tim Collins. Well, while you're getting ready, listen to this message. Let's go, Firefighters. Let's go to Northside School, to the office of Miss Grebel, the teacher in charge of play production. With Miss Grebel is Trudy Collins. And as you remember, they have agreed to get together after school to write a fire prevention play scheduled for performance only a few days away. Miss Grebel, only a few hours ago, met Trudy's brother, Tim Collins, for the first time. And now she asked Trudy,
Do you think I was too harsh with your brother, dear?
With Tim? Oh, my goodness, Miss Grebel, when he did what he did to us?
Oh, from his point of view, I suppose he was right.
Why, Tim practically locked us up right here in this office and wouldn't let us go until, we said we'd get together and write a good play for the Firefighters Brigade.
Well, maybe he was right. Maybe it was the only way to make us agree. And after all,
the way things were, the play was going to be an awful flop.
That would be a terrible thing for the brigade and the school and the fire department, too.
Tim had no right to make us behave ourselves, Miss Grebel. He's just too...
Masterful?
He thinks he's so right about everything.
Oh, most men are that way, dear. Tell me, why does he have his hair cut so short? Is that a fire department regulation?
Oh, no. He's just afraid it would curl if he let it grow. Just like my brother Jimmy's. My goodness, Jimmy would never get his hair cut, Mommy says, if he didn't know it would curl if he didn't cut it.
Well, I was just wondering. I never met anybody quite like Tim. I mean, your brother.
You sort of like him, don't you, Miss Grebel? In spite of how mean he was to both of us?
Oh, why, Trudy, I neither like him nor dislike him. I don't really even know him. My interest is purely, if we're going to write a play about firemen, we should know something about our subject, shouldn't we?
Oh, I know all about Tim, but the play, I don't seem to know just where to begin.
Oh, yes, the play. Well, Tim, your brother says that we ought to put in just exactly the things Chief Cody wants to say about fire prevention. But how can we know what those things are unless Tim tells us?
Oh, dear, interruption.
Come in. You stay right here, Trudy. We'll get to work in a minute.
All right.
Afternoon, Miss Grebel. Hiya, Trudy.
Private Collins.
Oh, my goodness, it's Tim again. And Chief Cody.
Miss Grebel, I hope you don't mind if we
Private
interrupt...
Collins, if you'd only be good enough to let us alone so we can write this play you compelled us to promise we'd write for the...
Oh, good grief. I was hoping you'd forget to be mad at me, Miss Grebel, but... Well, anyway, you can't jump down my throat. I brought my bodyguard.
Has this young rascal been annoying you, Miss Grebel?
He's the most high-handed young man I ever... Oh, you're Chief Cody, aren't you?
Yes, I am. And I wanted to thank you personally for the interest you're taking in this fire prevention play, Miss Grebel. With the mayor and the Commerce Club and other important people in your audience, this play is going to be a great thing for my fire prevention campaign. I want you to know I'm very grateful to you.
Chief Cody, you see, you've been so wonderful to our children here at Northside School, and, I've heard about you so much, and,
And the only reason we're doing it, Chief Cody, is for you. Not for Tim. He's getting so masterful nobody can stand it, even if he is my own brother. And Miss Grebel says so, too.
Oh, now, Trudy, it's not as bad as all that.
Well, how about it, Collins?
Guilty, sir. This morning, when I talked with Miss Grebel and Trudy, they couldn't agree to get together to write this play for you until I shut the door here and wouldn't let them go to class until they both got so mad at me they consented to work together for you.
Of all the high-handed performances.
I know, Miss Grebel, so I came here to apologize. And besides, it's all Trudy's fault.
My fault? Oh, my goodness.
That's right, young lady. A girl is supposed to teach her brother how to behave. And if your brother doesn't know how to treat Miss Grebel with respect, it must be his sister's fault.
Oh, dear. Now I'm all mixed up.
Trudy, they're teasing it. Chief Cody, you didn't come all the way out here to Northside School just to make fun of Trudy and me.
No, of course I didn't. But before anything else, let's make a new start, huh? You and Collins here. Now, he's not half as bad as he acts, you know.
Private Collins, did you ask Chief Cody to...
Act as peacemaker?
Well...
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Well, how about it, Miss Gribble? Can't we let bygones be bygones for the sake of the play?
Well, then, I guess for the sake of the play.
Good. Then Collins will act as your technical advisor the rest of this week. You can call on him any time, day or night. And Collins and the whole Bureau of Fire Prevention will be at your disposal. And now...
You said there was something else you came for, Chief Cody.
Yes, Trudy. I want to outline exactly the points that should be explained in the play about fire prevention.
Oh, wonderful. See, Miss Gribble, isn't that just what we need?
Just exactly. Wait until I get a pencil, Chief Cody.
Oh, here, take mine.
Oh, thank you, Private Collins, but I have my own. My desk here is full of pencils.
Oh, use mine, Miss Gribble, just to show there's no hard feelings.
Well, in that case, as long as you're to be my technical advisor, thanks, I will. All righty, Chief Cody. I'll jot down the list as you dictate.
As Chief Cody dictates his list of important points to be covered in the fire prevention play, Miss Gribble writes them down. And a few nights later, she holds a conference with Tim Collins, her technical advisor, in her small apartment.
Now, Private Collins.
Oh, why don't you make it, Tim? After all, we're in this thing together. We've been knocking ourselves out over this play for hours.
Well, then you must call me Sonia, Tim.
Sonia. It doesn't seem respectable calling a teacher by her first name.
Well, if you can't get used to it.
But then you're the first teacher I ever met who's younger than I am.
Well, everybody must be younger than somebody. Of course, if you're so old and tottery that you can't even...
No, Sonia, let's not start any more fights until we get the play finished.
All right, then, Tim. We'll have a truce until the play is finished. Now, you see how I blocked it out?
3 acts. Life in a normal, average household.
A perfectly ordinary family in a perfectly ordinary house.
With waste paper and rubbish piling up in the cellar. Grease accumulating in the kitchen. Woodwork exposed where the heating pipes pass through. Lamp cords running under the rugs.
Cords on the flat iron and toaster and things getting twisted and worn out. Have we missed anything, Tim?
Now, how about cleaning rags? You know, oily rags, maybe cans of cleaning fluid left uncovered, things that can start burning spontaneously.
Oh, that's taken care of, Tim, at the end of Act 2,
Oh.
where they start painting the attic and leave the uncovered cans of paint in the closet.
I see. And the fire starts in Act 3.
You know, it's Act 3 I'm worried about, Tim. We can have a wonderful fire.
But... No. Open flame on the stage, Sonia. No, you'll burn down the school.
Oh, no. We'll use red lights for the blaze in the attic.
Oh.
And except for the blaze, it'll be dark when the firemen come in.
Who are your firemen, Sonia? I mean, some of those kids in the brigade know the ropes pretty well.
Your brother Jimmy and Whitey Williams. They'll be the pipemen, the ones that bring in the hose.
Yeah, good enough. And, good grief.
What's wrong?
Well, that clock. Look at what that clock says. 11:30.
So soon? Oh, no wonder I feel drowsy.
Oh, me too. Oh, excuse me. Sonia, with dress rehearsal tomorrow, you better get to bed.
Crackers and milk first. And let's talk about something else besides the play, just for a change. Aren't you hungry?
Crackers and milk, then. And let's talk about the old water tower. Did I tell you the department has a water tower for sale? Hasn't been used in a dozen years.
Next morning at Fire Department headquarters, Tim Collins makes his report to Chief Cody.
Dress rehearsal today, Chief Cody, and day after tomorrow, the final performance.
Well, keeping late hours, Collins, huh?
Oh, you ought to see Miss Gribble, Chief. Every night this week we've been working late, and yet she keeps fresh as a daisy.
Well, because her heart's in her work. Well, Collins, if you and Chief put this play across, if you show the mayor and the Commerce Club what we're driving at...
Oh, we'll show them, Chief. Matter of fact, the way the play winds up, nobody could miss the point of your fire prevention campaign.
You hadn't told me about the wind-up.
Oh, we were saving it, Chief, but, well, I've got to tell you now because that's where you come into the act, in person. Listen, here's how it goes.
Well, now, that's something we haven't heard about any more than Chief Cody has. I mean, the surprise ending to the Firefighters play. Only a moment more and we'd have heard Tim Collins explain the Chief's part in the performance. But now we'll just have to wait. But it's worth waiting for, and you'll hear all about it as well as the actual play itself, is staged by the Firefighters Brigade when you listen to our next true-to-life episode of The Firefighters. In just a moment, Chief Bob Cody will tell you, boys and girls, how you can help the firefighters in your own town. But first, here's a message you ought to hear. And now, Chief Bob Cody with a special notice for the Firefighters Brigade. Chief Cody.
Hello, boys and girls. This is Chief Cody with another little sketch of the duties of professional firefighters. This time, the engine man, the member of an engine company whose job it is to attack fire with extinguisher or hose. No matter what the risk, his job is to get ahead of the fire, drive it back to its point of origin, and smother or drown it out. Now, this may mean climbing high ladders or even going below the surface into smoke-filled cellars. But that's the job. And that's all for now. You'll be hearing from me soon.
Fire Chief Cody and the young rookie fireman Tim Collins will be back on the same station the next time you hear...
That's it. Let's go!
Let's go, Firefighters! Firefighters is a copyrighted feature of William F. Holland Productions.
Five bells. Stand by all stations.
Attention, all districts. A 5-alarm fire. 5 bells. Move in immediately.
That's it. Let's go!
Let's go, Firefighters! Presenting Firefighters, the true-to-life story of our unsung heroes who stand ready to ride by day or night against our most murderous enemy, the demon of fire. In just a minute, we'll hear Tim Collins make his final report to Chief Cody on the preparations for the fire prevention play at Northside School, the play the Firefighters Brigade is to stage for the whole school and for important guests, including the mayor and the Commerce Club. But first, here's the report for you. Let's go, firefighters. Let's go to headquarters of the fire department, where you remember Tim Collins has just made a surprise announcement. It came soon after the chief asked the young fireman.
Collins, how are the plans for that fire prevention play coming along?
Oh, slick as a whistle, Chief Cody. Dress rehearsal today, and day after tomorrow, the final performance.
Good. This means a lot to me, Collins, and to our program for fire prevention. If the brigade can show the mayor and the Commerce Club just how common hazards can threaten loss of life and property, well...
Oh, we'll put this play across, Chief, and wait till you hear the surprise ending.
Oh, surprise, huh? Something you haven't told me yet?
Oh, we've been saving it, sir. You see, the whole play leads up to one point.
Yes, I know. You explained all that. There on the stage, you show a normal household surrounded by fire hazards they never get around to cleaning up.
Until, in Act 3, fire breaks out.
Well, how are you going to handle that? You don't want any real flame on the stage, Collins.
Oh, no, Chief. We've thought of that. The stage will be pitch black except for special effects. Huh? Red lights, flickering streaks of blaze from the spotlights, all kinds of noises.
Sounds like the real thing without the smoke.
Oh, wait till you see it, Chief. Especially when the firemen come on stage.
That's your kid brother Jimmy and Whitey Williams?
Yes, sir. In turnout coats and helmets and hauling a hose line. You see, there's a hose backstage at the school, of course, and the kids will drag it on, fighting their way through all this noise and flickering red light, and then Jimmy yells,
"Water! Charge that line!"
That's it. And then down comes the curtain.
Well, don't we see how the fire turns out?
Oh, that's where the surprise ending comes in. Down comes the curtain, and out in front of it steps a member of the fire department.
Yeah?
And he winds up the whole show with a short speech on how many homes are in danger just because people are careless about ordinary fire hazards.
Hey, that's good, Collins. That's very good. Gives us a chance to drive home the lesson.
I thought you'd like it, sir.
Well, who's going to make this speech for the fire department? You?
No, Chief. You.
What's that?
Now, Chief, think a minute. This is important.
No, I won't. I refuse. I never make speeches. No, I won't do it.
Now, Chief, I've seen you get up and make a speech to calm a panic.
No. Only in emergency. Why, I'd sooner swim through the blazing lakes.
All right, Chief. You can sit out front with the mayor.
Make a speech in cold blood. Oh, Collins, you're trying to wreck my nervous system. No, you'll have to find somebody else.
Tim Collins, knowing Chief Cody's modesty, doesn't urge him to take the star part in the performance, nor does he engage another speaker. Though on the day of the play itself, as he stands backstage, he still has no clear plan for inducing the chief to address the audience, even though his brother Jimmy demands.
Hey, Tim, who's going to make the speech?
No, I still hope we can get Chief Cody to tackle it, Jimmy. He knows just what he ought to say about fire prevention.
Well, how about the principal, if Chief Cody still won't?
Hey, that's an idea. Jimmy, could you sneak out into the audience and ask him?
Gosh, no. I'm on stage crew, Tim. I got to stay here and work the curtain.
That's right, until the third act when you go on as a fireman. Well, I guess... Hey!
Huh?
Who runs the curtain up and down for the third act? You can't. You're a fireman on the stage.
Oh, golly. Oh, can you run the curtain for the third act?
No. I'll be at the wrong side of the stage. I've got to be where I can signal the boys with the lights and the sound effects.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there's Mr. Jensen, the janitor. Mr. Jensen.
Yeah? Who wants Jensen, the janitor?
We do. And how we want him. Look, Mr. Jensen.
Hey, watch it.
Huh?
Time to start. Curtains going up. Places, everybody.
Come on, Mr. Jensen. Let's get out in the corridor where we can talk. Huh?
Right.
Yeah. We won't be in the way here.
So, we are in somebody's way. Jensen don't get to see the show.
Oh, you'll see it all right, Mr. Jensen. But, look, tell me, you know how to run that curtain up and down?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Many times for the play I do this.
Oh, fine. Now, you know that part in the third act where the firemen haul the hose out on the stage?
Yeah. It's a fire. Jensen pulled it on.
No. Not a real fire. Look, you saw the rehearsal, didn't you? When we tried out the red lights and stuff to make it look like a fire?
No rehearsal. Janitor is a pissy business. No time for
good grief. Gee, if you don't know how the play goes, I've got it.
Yeah, you got something good?
Yes, sir. Now, look, here's how we can do it. When it's time for the third act to start, I'll signal you from the other side of the stage like this.
So, the arm goes up, and up goes the curtain, yeah?
Yeah.
And for down comes the curtain. Soon, down comes the arm.
Right.
You leave it to Jensen. Up is up. Down is down. Yeah, this I remember. Now you let Jensen go inside, watch those kids.
So Tim Collins and Mr. Jensen, the janitor, watch from backstage as the play develops. And just before curtain time for Act 3, Mr. Jensen exclaimed,
Oh, look at such little firemen.
It's only me and Whitey Williams, Mr. Jensen. We're firemen in this act.
Oh, here, what you do with that hose?
That's the hose they're going to drag onto the stage, Mr. Jensen. No danger as long as nobody fools with the valve up on the pipe there.
But it's real fire hose for real fire.
Yeah, well, it's all right. I'll fold it properly afterwards. I'll put it back in the rack here myself.
I don't like these fires. Not on stages, not in schools.
But, Mr. Jensen, I told you, it's not a real fire. It's all done with red electric lights, filters and stuff.
Hey, Tim, you better get going.
Huh? Oh, okay. Now, look, I'm going over to the other side of the stage. Now, you be ready, Mr. Jensen. Watch for my signal.
Yeah. Up goes the arm, up goes the curtain. I do just what you fellas say.
All set, fellas. Ready to cut loose with those lights now. The fire noises. All right, let's go. Here goes the curtain.
At the other side of the stage, Jensen sees Tim's arm go up and raises the curtain to reveal the darkened stage.
All right. Bring in the firelight. Good. Now the sound. Give us that crackling noise. That's it. Build it up. All right. Now the fire siren. Now, come on, Jimmy. Wake up over there.
As if he could hear Tim, Jimmy in turnout coat and helmet stumbles onto the stage, dragging the fire hose as the red lights flicker wildly and the offstage sounds reach a climax.
Partner, this is a tough one. Keep down below the smoke. We gotta find the seat of the blaze.
As the pretended fire becomes a wild carnival of blazing lights, Mr. Jensen, the janitor, stares in alarm at the scene on the stage.
Oh, it's a fire! It's a fire on the stage in the church!
Water! Start the line! Send that water!
Yeah, water! I tend the water!
I said water! Golly, Mr. Jensen, that means bring down the curtain. Send that water along!
Yeah, I turn the wall! Here she come! Here come the water!
Hey, no! Hey, the hose is alive! Turn it off! Turn off the water!
Curtain, bring down that curtain! You're drowning the audience! Cut it out!
Oh, yeah, the curtain! Comes now, the curtain!
Turn off the water! Turn it off, quick!
Oh, okay. He's turned off. Fire is out, yeah?
Yeah, fire is out, yeah. So are we. Out of luck.
Oh, gee, if I hadn't had a good grip on that hose. Gee, Tim, it threw me around like a great big wild snake.
Oh, good grief, we sprayed the whole audience. Oh, we'll never live this down, not if we live for
Hey, Tim, listen.
Huh?
Listen, somebody's up front on the stage, out front of the curtain.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of Northside School, distinguished guests.
What do you know?
I know-
Chief Cody to the rescue.
But he hates making a speech.
Yeah, except in an emergency, and boy, this is an emergency. Listen, maybe he can talk us out of the doghouse.
Can Chief Cody turn this unfortunate situation into a success for his fire prevention campaign? Tim Collins and Jimmy wait with their fingers crossed and their hearts in their mouths, because Mr. Jensen's misplaced effort to help has certainly backfired. But the Chief has come forward, and you'll hear what he has to say when you listen to our next true-to-life episode of The Firefighters. In just a moment, Chief Bob Cody will tell you, boys and girls, how you can help the firefighters in your own town. But first, here is a message you ought to hear. And now, Chief Bob Cody with a special notice for the Firefighters Brigade. Chief Cody.
Hello, boys and girls. This is Chief Cody telling you this time about the duties of the rescue company. Members of this company must be firefighters experienced with all the tools used anywhere in the department. And in addition, they must know first aid, a smattering of a dozen different mechanical trades, even something about deep-sea diving. In short, they must be prepared to save life anywhere, at any time, by any means whatever. That's the job. And a man in the rescue company learns to think of his own life as just something he risks for the protection of others. Now remember that when you hear the engines roll. So long for now. You'll be hearing from me soon.
Fire Chief Cody and the young rookie fireman Tim Collins will be back on the same station the next time you hear...
That's it. Let's fall!
Let's go! Firefighters! Firefighters is a copyrighted feature of William F. Holland Productions.
Five bells. Stand by all stations.
Attention, all districts. A 5-alarm fire. 5 bells. Move in immediately.
That's it. Let's roll!
Let's go! Firefighters! Presenting Firefighters, the true-to-life story of our unsung heroes who stand ready to ride by day or night against our most murderous enemy, the demon of fire. In just a minute, we'll hurry over to Northside School to sit in the auditorium with Chief Cody as the curtain goes up on the third act of the fire prevention play the Firefighters Brigade is presenting with the help of Tim Collins. But before curtain time, we have a moment for this message. Let's go, firefighters. Let's go to the auditorium of Northside School, where the curtain has just come down on the second act of the fire prevention play written by Trudy Collins and Miss Greville. Here in the audience, Chief Cody has been saving the seat beside him for Miss Greville.
Excuse me, Chief Cody.
Oh, I'm sorry. This seat is taken. Oh, it's you, Miss Greville. Well, sit down. Where have you been?
Backstage. I didn't dare leave any sooner, but I do want to see the third act from out front.
The big fire scene? Well, I don't blame you.
How does the audience like it so far?
You heard the applause, didn't you? I saw the guests from the Commerce Club clapping as if...
Hey, Chief Cody!
Who's that?
Oh, look over there. It's the mayor himself. He's trying to get your attention.
Well, how do you like it, Mr. Mayor?
He's waving his clasped hands like a prize fighter.
Yeah. Thanks, Your Honor. But wait until you see the last act.
It's a success. Even the mayor thinks so.
Well, this won't do my fire prevention campaign any harm, Miss Greville. Thanks to you and the Firefighters Brigade.
Well, then, won't you please change your mind?
About what?
You know. Tim Collins and I want you to make a speech at the end of the program, just to drive home the important points.
No, not me, Miss Greville. No speeches, never. Only an emergency, and not even then if I can dodge it.
Oh, dear. Well, then I guess Tim will have to do it himself.
Isn't he busy enough backstage working the curtain, isn't he?
Oh, not now. His brother Jimmy was running the curtain. But Jimmy's going to be a fireman in the big fire scene, and Tim is in charge of the lights and sound effects.
Somebody had better run that curtain up soon, too. Audience is getting restless.
Mr. Jensen, the janitor, will take care of that. He's never seen the play, but Tim can signal to him when to run the curtain up and down.
Let's hope he doesn't get mixed up.
Oh, he'll hear Jimmy's cue anyway. You see, Jimmy drags the fire hose on stage.
The real hose, the one that's hooked up in case of fire?
Oh, yes, but nothing can go wrong. Unless somebody turns the water on.
Well, let's hope not.
And when Mr. Jensen hears Jimmy's last line, when he says, "Turn on the water," then the curtain comes down.
Oh, we're off. There goes the curtain. Here comes the big fire scene.
As the curtain rises, the audience watches a pitch-black stage on which a sudden glow of red light depicts a smoldering blaze. The light grows and spreads, flickering wildly. And backstage, Tim Collins gives the signal for the sound effects of the fire siren.
Hey, that's a three-bagger, all right. One of the wildest fires I ever saw, man or boy.
Where did you hear it?
Hey, I hope this doesn't upset Jensen. If he didn't see the rehearsal, he'll think this is the real thing.
Oh, dear, I hope he understands it's only a play. If he thinks it's a real fire, he'll...
Oh, here comes the fire department. Which is Jimmy Collins?
The one holding the nozzle.
Oh, pipe man, huh? Oh, the young rascal. Look at him crouching down. You'd think that room was full of smoke.
He ought to start saying his lines now. He ought to...
Partner, this is a tough one.
Well, it's all of that, Jimmy.
Keep down below the smoke. We gotta find the seat of the blaze.
That's right, son.
Now comes his last line, the speech that brings down the curtain.
Water! Charge that line! Send that water along!
Now, down comes the curtain.
What's keeping it?
Oh.
Your Mr. Jensen must be asleep.
I said water! Golly, Mr. Jensen, that means bring down the curtain. Send that water along!
Oh, good boy. Jimmy told him what to do.
Hey, no, don't turn that water on.
Great blazing blisters. Jensen did send the water along.
No, he thought it was a real fire. He turned it on.
Turn off the water! That water! Jensen, turn it off! Pull down the curtain! Cut!
Oh, no, it couldn't happen. It couldn't. Not with the mayor and the Commerce Club here to see.
Miss Grable, the audience is all up in the air. They think maybe you meant the play to end that way.
Oh, they'll know in a minute. They'll laugh me out of town. And the firefighters and your campaign. Oh, Chief Cody, what can I do?
You sit tight. I'll take care of this.
What? What can you do?
This is an emergency, and it's one I can't dodge. Now sit tight and don't say anything.
Through the confused and uproarious audience, Chief Cody makes his way to the steps that lead from the auditorium to the stage. He hurries up the steps and stands before the curtain.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of Northside School, distinguished guests, your attention, please. I have been asked to come before you today to point out the moral of our little play, which has just come to an end before your eyes in a climax of thrilling action.
Oh, boy, Chief Cody's gonna save our necks.
Jimmy, where are you?
Here, behind the curtain, soaking wet.
Ladies and gentlemen, Come out here, Jimmy. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to hear that story direct from one of our actors, Mr. James Collins. If you don't come out, I'll go in there after you.
Oh, gosh, here I come.
Mr. James Collins. Now, Jimmy, will you tell the audience what this play was supposed to prove?
Well, the Firefighters Brigade wanted to show how most people forget to take care of their homes. You know, leave stuff around in the cellar that ought to be thrown out, and maybe cleaning rags and stuff that can catch fire by spontaneous combustion.
Mm-hmm. That's right, son. And ladies and gentlemen, in the third act, you saw the result of this carelessness. Fire. Calling for the intervention of the fire department.
But golly, we didn't mean to drown anybody. Mr. Jensen...
No, ladies and gentlemen, the fire department never means to cause damage. But we must fight fire with desperate measures. And as Mr. Collins and his fellow actors have just demonstrated, even the cure for fire, the powerful jet of water from a fire hose, can cause damage to destruction. So I beg you...
But, Chief Cody, it was all an accident.
Pipe down, Jimmy. Let him talk.
So I beg you, do your share to help us protect life and property. Stop fires before they start. Clean house. And back up our fire prevention campaign. I thank you.
Backstage, a moment later, as Chief Cody wipes his forehead with his handkerchief, Miss Greville clutches at his arm.
Oh, Chief Cody, you were wonderful. The audience thinks we did it on purpose. That was a wonderful speech.
Yeah, me making speeches.
Oh, Chief, you brought down the house.
Huh? Collins, you're sure you didn't do that on purpose?
I? Do what, sir?
You angled me into a position where I had to get up before that crowd to drum up this emergency just to make the old man talk?
Oh, golly, no, Chief. It was Mr. Jensen's own idea. He thought it was a real fire, and when I yelled, send that water along...
Not so loud, not so loud. He might do it again.
Oh, Chief, the mayor wants to see you. He wants to congratulate you and the Firefighters Brigade. But we were hoping that you...
Well, Chief Cody, as president of the Firefighters Brigade, and the play was such a success, even if we all did get drowned, Well, couldn't you...
Chief, Jimmy's going to buy drinks for Sonia... Miss Greville and me.
And won't you come, too?
Chief, you just got it. It was you made the big speech.
Well, young man, I think you do owe me a drink. I'll tell you, I'll meet you all at the soda shop just as soon as I can escape from the mayor.
And so, after weeks of preparation and turmoil, the fire prevention play at Northside School turns out to be a triumphant success. But next day, when Tim Collins reports to Chief Cody at headquarters, the chief tells him...
Well, Collins, it's time to take up this matter of your transfer.
Yes, sir. I'm ready, sir.
You're sure you wouldn't rather stay in the Bureau of Fire Prevention? Your assignment is temporary, but I could make it permanent, you know.
Well, not at present, sir. Well, you know what I want to do.
Yes, I know. Transfer to the rescue company.
Yes, sir, with your approval, but... Well... Chief Cody, ever since I first requested a transfer to the rescue company, you've been... You said you'd approve, but I've got a feeling you don't like the idea.
Collins, I'll be honest with you. As to liking the idea, I do and I don't.
I see, sir. You think I'm not ready for such a tough assignment?
No, Collins, you don't see. Confound it, you're ready, but you don't realize what you're asking for. Why, you'll be in hot water from the moment your transfer is made known.
Now, what do you suppose Chief Cody means by that? Tim Collins has been in hot water before, but for the first time, the chief seems to think here's a situation too tough for Tim to handle. For the trouble that threatens when Tim joins the rescue company, don't miss our next true-to-life episode of The Firefighters. In just a moment, Chief Bob Cody will tell you, boys and girls, how you can help the firefighters in your own town. But first, here's a message you ought to hear. And now, Chief Bob Cody with a special notice for the Firefighters Brigade. Chief Cody.
Hello, boys and girls. This is Chief Cody telling you this time about the work of the salvage company. At any fire that threatens property damage, these firemen turn up with special equipment. Heavy covers to protect furnishings and goods from water damage, for instance. And they carry out of the burning building anything that can be saved, or use special methods to drain off water so merchandise will not be flooded. Members of the salvage company use every possible means to prevent property damage. And they pay their way time and time again just by doing their job. So long for now. You'll be hearing from me.
Fire Chief Cody and the young rookie fireman Tim Collins will be back on the same station the next time you hear...
That's it. Let's roll! Let's go! Firefighters!
Firefighters is a copyrighted feature of William F. Holland Productions.
Five bells. Stand by all stations.
Attention, all districts. A 5-alarm fire. 5 bells. Move in immediately.
That's it. Let's roll!
Let's go! Firefighters! Presenting Firefighters, the true-to-life story of our unsung heroes who stand ready to ride by day or night against our most murderous enemy, the demon of fire. In just a minute, we'll visit Fire Department headquarters, where Chief Cody, for some mysterious reason, is shaking his head ominously over Tim Collins's request for a transfer to the rescue company. Get set to go, but first there's time for this message. Let's go, firefighters. Let's go to the office of Chief Cody at Fire Department headquarters, where the chief, you remember, is talking with Tim Collins about the young fireman's request for transfer to the rescue company. Tim can't understand why Chief Cody is just so.
Collins, I'll be honest with you. I could put your transfer into effect this minute, but you don't realize what you're asking for.
I see, sir. You think I'm not ready for such a tough assignment.
No, Collins, you don't see. Confound it, you're ready. Your record in training school, on the hook and ladder truck, and on the engine company. Your rating at the promotional school. Everything adds up to a record few men could beat.
Well, then, Chief Cody, I don't see
Son,
why you...
the truth is, if you go into the rescue company, you'll be in hot water from the moment your transfer is made known.
Hot water?
Yes.
I still don't get it, Chief Cody.
Collins, what do you know about the rescue company?
Well, what anyone knows about it, sir. The company rolls on all second alarms or on first call in dangerous districts.
Yeah. Is that all?
Oh, no, sir. The rescue wagon carries all kinds of special equipment. Heavy jacks for raising trains or elevators or what have you in case of accident. Cutting torches, gas masks and helmets, and forcible entry tools, foam generators for fires and oil.
Oh, yes. But the men, Collins, the men, that's what's important.
Oh, I know the men, sir.
Now, let me finish, Collins. These men are hand-picked, and they're a tough, hard-bitten lot. Jealous of their reputation.
Well, they have a right to be, sir. There isn't a false alarm in the whole company.
And there never will be, son. What I'm trying to tell you is that they'll give you a bad time when you first join up.
Oh, I get it. You mean they'll treat me like a green rookie, put me over the jumps until I get used to it.
If they take a notion, they'll make you wish you'd never been born. They'll take you apart, Collins, and turn the pieces inside out and throw them away, if they don't think you come up to their standard.
Oh, pretty tough, are they?
Pretty tough, Collins. You've met them at fires. You've had your lungs full of smoke, your throat scorched, your face feeling as if it had been charged, your eyes feeling burned out of your head. And the rescue company boys gave you first aid as gently as so many nurses taking care of a scalded baby. But now...
I see, sir. When a man has the nerve to try to break into this select society of theirs...
If you don't succeed in breaking in, they'll break you.
Oh, well, that certainly puts a new light on this request of mine, Chief.
Well, then you'll reconsider your request, Collins? You'll stay with Engine 209 till another chance opens up for promotion?
No, sir. No, sir. Now I want to join the rescue company more than ever.
After what I just told
Chief,
you...
you forget that we Collinses are hard-headed, too.
Well, all right. I'll have Gopher put through your papers, and you can report this morning to Captain Jellybone.
Oh, yes, sir. Captain Jellybone at Rescue Company Headquarters.
You're in for a bad time, son. But if you can stand it for a month or maybe 6 weeks, as long as it takes for those boys to size you up, you can hold up your head as a member of one of the finest units in the whole department.
After this unvarnished warning from Chief Cody, Tim Collins knows he will be on his own, that he must earn his place the hard way among experienced men who are all much older and more experienced than himself. He is thoughtful as he walks into the assembly room at Rescue Company headquarters, carrying his boots, turnout coat, and helmet. Half a dozen men are talking round a table as Tim walks in.
And so the cap yells, "Hey, Mushnowski." I yells back, "I got the lightning snatcher. I think he's a roast." Then the cap yells, "Leave him lay, make it dark."
When he ain't pulled the juice?
Don't you get it, Smokehead? The cap figures the roast is a flopper. Maybe the Pharaoh himself. And he's right.
Yeah? How do you know he's right?
Listen, old Cap Jellybone, he's always right.
All right. So what happens? Here's this guy, this lineman, lying on the floor next beside the generator. You think he's burned pretty bad, but Cap Jellybone figures he's faking the accident. Maybe he's even the Pharaoh, the firebug that touched off the blaze in the electric plant.
Okay, so Cap figures if the guy's faking, he knows the juice is on. The generator's still running. And when we throw water to make it dark...
Man alive, when that stream hits the generator, you and the firebug and the whole company will pick up enough electricity to light up the whole city for a month. No fooling, we don't need no streetlights.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
Hey, I got it. So Cap Jellybone figures if the guy ain't lying there unconscious, if he hears in maybe 2 seconds he's going to be electrocuted when the water hits the generator, maybe he'll give himself away.
And does he? Listen.
Huh?
Soon as Cap yells, "Make it dark," and I make out like I'm going to turn loose with the water, up jumps the dead man and hollers, "Hey, no, let me out." and the dead guy runs out right into the arms of the fire dick, and they roll him off to the pokey.
Oh, what a smart cookie, old Cap Jellybone.
Hey.
Huh?
Hey, look, fellas. We got company.
Don't let me butt in.
Don't worry, kid, we won't. How long you been hanging around?
Oh, just a couple of minutes. I just
Eave
got...
snooping, huh? Listen in where you got no right.
Oh, now, look, I just got here, and I'm supposed
No, much. Don't bite the kid's head off. He don't mean no harm. Little young fella like him. Hey, who you looking for, Sonny? You brought your papa's lunch or something?
Yeah, does this kid belong to any of you guys? Ever seen him before?
Okay. Kid me. Maybe you're right at that.
Yeah. See, Mush? This is a nice kid, this little young guy. He says maybe we're right.
Yeah. What does he mean, maybe?
Hey, you. What do you mean, maybe?
Yeah, maybe we're right about what?
Maybe you fellas are right. I'm sort of young for this company. The way I size it up, this could be the old men's home.
What?
Hold it, Mush.
Old man's home. What does he think he...
No, Mr. Mushnowski. Leave us reason with this little young kid.
That can wait, Mr. Smokehead. I'm supposed to report to Captain Jellybone. He isn't in his office.
Supposed to report to the cap, huh?
That can wait, my little young friend.
Not the way I was trained, it can't. I've got my orders.
Leave me announce that there will be a slight delay as Captain Jellybone is pounding his ear. On account of he was out on a special emergency case last night and will not arise unless maybe an alarm is tapped in.
And we don't let any little young green rookie go waking the cap before his time.
Though, maybe we ought to let him, Mr. Mushnowski.
Huh? Wake up the cap?
Yeah. Because then the captain will have liver for lunch. He will have a nice piece of little green rookie liver.
That's very funny, but since I've got to wait to report to Captain Jellybone anyway, let's get a few things straight. In the first place, I'm not a...
Hold it, kid.
Box 112.
Tracy Hillcrest, we are not due. Okay, Charlie.
That'll wake the cap.
That's tough luck. He'd ought to have a right to get some sleep. Now, what was I saying? Or was it you that was saying, Mush?
It was him that was saying.
Oh.
He was just going to give us a dressing down. Come on, kid. Pin the nasty fireman's ears back.
Now, look, I'm not here to make trouble. I've served my time with a hook and ladder truck, and I've just been moved over from engine 209, and I don't...
Aha. That's where I seen him before.
Yeah, me too. He's the kid they call Hooksy.
Hooksy Collins.
Now, Gonigal over on 209. Gonigal says he's a worse smokehead than you are. Smokehead?
Dad, the kid's record's clean.
Why don't he keep it that way? So you're in the department, kid, so you got a good record. So why come busting in here where you're not wanted?
Yeah, maybe we was kind of riding you, Collins. We didn't know who it was when you first come in. So, bygones is bygones, and why don't you go back where you belong?
Yeah, come back in a couple of years when you growed up. Go on home now while everybody's friends.
Nope. I've got my orders and I'm sticking.
Oh, yeah? Can't take a friendly hint, huh?
What do you say, Smokehead?
Too bad. I guess we got to educate the kid. Come on, Mush.
Come on, yeah. Come on, all of you. That's how you want it.
All right. Attention. Here's Captain Jellybone.
Well, Captain Jellybone came on the scene at a critical moment, just as Tim Collins was about to learn the truth of Chief Cody's warning about the men in his new company. Wishnowski, Smokehead, and the others, good firemen all, but they threaten a rough welcome for the newcomer who dares to join their rescue squad. But Tim Collins has a habit of making good, as you'll hear in our next true-to-life episode of The Firefighters. In just a moment, Chief Bob Cody will tell you, boys and girls, how you can help the firefighters in your own town. But first, here's a message you ought to hear. And now, Chief Bob Cody with a special notice for the Firefighters Brigade. Chief Cody.
Hello, boys and girls. This is Chief Cody with more news about special jobs in a modern fire department. Now, one duty is to man the searchlight truck, which carries lights to illuminate the scene of a fire or other accident. Now, the truck carries very powerful lamps that can turn night into day. And besides, it carries other lamps that can be taken inside buildings or down under the ground in tunnels, wherever firefighters need light. So there's one more special job, the duty of a member of the Searchlight Company. Well, that's all for now. You'll hear from me soon.
Fire Chief Cody and the young rookie fireman Tim Collins will be back on the same station the next time you hear...
That's it. Let's roll!
Let's go! Firefighters! Firefighters is a copyrighted feature of William F. Holland Productions.
Five bells. Stand by all stations.
Attention, all districts. A 5-alarm fire. 5 bells. Move in immediately.
That's it. Let's roll!
Let's go! Firefighters! Presenting Firefighters, the true-to-life story of our unsung heroes who stand ready to ride by day or night against our most murderous enemy, the demon of fire. In just a minute, we'll join Tim Collins at the quarters where the rescue company is stationed, where, as Chief Cody warned him, Tim finds rough going as his new mates resent any outsider breaking into their circle. Before we hear what's happening, we have time for this message. Let's go, firefighters. Let's go to the assembly room at headquarters of the rescue company, where you remember Tim Collins, carrying his helmet, boots, and turnout coat, has just walked in, planning to report to Captain Jellybone as ordered. But when he announces to the men sitting around that he has come to join their company, 2 of them, Mushnoski and Smokehead McBride, make it plain that no newcomers are welcome.
All right, Collins, so you got a good record. Why don't you keep it that way? Why don't you go back where you belong?
Yeah. Why come busting in where you were not
Yeah,
wanted?
come back in a couple of years when you're grown up. Go on home now while everybody's friends.
Don't keep hanging around till you get hurt.
No, I've got my orders and I'm sticking.
Oh, yeah? Can't take a friendly hint, huh?
Oh, well, so the kid wants trouble.
Well, Mush,
What do you say, Smokehead?
too bad, but I guess we gotta educate the kid. Come on, Mush.
Yeah, come on, all of you, if that's how you want it.
Right.
Attention! Here comes Captain Jellybone.
Just a little noisy, aren't you, boys?
Yeah, well, sorry, Captain. We, got kind of worked up.
We kind of thought you had your sleep out, Captain. Hope so, anyways.
After last night, we figured you'd need some shut-eye, Captain. We didn't go to...
Who's this, the new man?
Private Collins reporting, sir, on transfer to rescue company from engine 209.
You've been waiting long for me, Collins? I was expecting you.
About 10 minutes, sir. The boys have been making me welcome.
Something on your mind, Mush?
Oh, no, Captain. I was just kind of choked. See, something stuck in my throat.
Yeah, those words are welcome, maybe.
Sir?
Nothing, Mush, nothing at all. Oh, Collins,
Yes, sir.
about reporting for duty. I was expecting maybe you'd report to me as soon as you got here. Way I remember it, that's what men do as a rule.
Yes, sir.
Now, you take all these rules and regulations, Collins, at times, and they add up to a lot of nuisance. Here in Rescue Company, we don't have so many rules about how we do our work. Is that right, boys?
Yes, sir.
Come time to do our work, I just say to us, boys, there's the job. Do it your way, and do it fast.
I understand, Captain.
Yeah. But you take discipline now. Maybe I'm old-fashioned, but it seems to me that a man needs rules to go by. Following the rules, that kind of keeps him in training. So maybe somebody raps out an order sometime. He just naturally obeys on the jump. You see what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Discipline. That might save your life someday. Smokehead?
Yes, sir.
Smoke, did I say for you boys to stand at ease or...
No, sir.
Discipline, Collins. Here in our company, we've got a fine bunch of boys, mighty fine. And they got discipline, too. Next time you're supposed to report, you see what I mean?
I see what you mean, sir.
Permission to speak, Captain.
Captain, it shouldn't be that...
Something to say, boys? Mush? What is it?
Captain, sir, it shouldn't be that the kid gets a black mark for not reporting right away.
Oh, you're making excuses for him.
Captain, it was us. We thought you ought to be resting up. We said he should wait until you
All
wake.
right, boys, all right. We'll say no more. At ease, all. I'd like for you to shake hands with Hooksy Collins. Now, Collins, I don't go to tell my boys who they should get along with and who they shouldn't. But in my company quarters, we don't usually have any fighting to speak of. You see what I mean?
Oh, no, Captain. I'm not asking for any fights, but...
You boys, you see what I mean?
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anything happens, well, it won't be nothing to speak of.
That's well and good. Now, Hooksy, you shake hands and get acquainted, and then come along to my office. And bring your gear.
Well, kid, you heard what the captain said. I'll shake your hand, but...
Me too. But don't go getting the idea you're going to last here in the rescue company any length of time.
That's all right with me, boys. I'll be seeing you soon.
You bet you will.
We ain't settled yet what to do about you, Collins. You'll be seeing us, all right.
A few minutes later, Tim Collins, tight-lipped and serious, presents himself in Captain Jellybone's office.
Reporting, sir.
All right, boys, sit down. Don't have to be too formal.
Oh, but, sir, the rules, they...
Yep. The rules come in handy when it's time to crack the whip. Good boys I have, best boys at the department. But there's times that I have to crack the whip.
Yes, sir, I hope I'm not going to be the cause of trouble, sir, in the company.
Don't give it a thought, son. Why, bless me, Smokehead McBride out there, first 6 months he was with us, his pal Musnotchkin had drove him crazy. Mush, he's a carny. Knows a million ways to make a man wish he never was born.
A carny, sir?
He used to work for a carnival. Acrobat he was, and other things. And Smokehead, he used to be a sailor. He's tattooed all over. He's more blue than white. And the rest, well, they're all kinds, Huxley, all kinds of experience.
Yes, sir, but... Well, they're firemen, too, aren't they?
First, last, and foremost. Make no mistake about that.
And they all had to take a hazing when they first came to the company?
Same as I did years ago.
You too, Captain.
Those days. Yeah, I was a cocky young one. Champion of the department, amateur nights.
Amateur nights? You mean boxing?
Yep. I was a tough young fellow. Thought I was. Pretty good with my fists. Not so good at taking orders till I put up my fists with a certain officer in the department.
Sir, you fought with an officer, but...
Deputy chief he was, no less. I wouldn't take his orders.
Yes, sir, but weren't you... Well, I mean, you could have been tried on charges. You could have been thrown out of the department.
Yep. But Ben Collins, he didn't want to let me go.
Ben Collins? You mean my own dad?
Your own father, boy. When I put up my fist to him, he blackened both my eyes. Sooner than throw me out of the service. I've been grateful to him ever since.
Well, Good grief, I never knew that.
Nobody ever did, but your dad and me. Yes, I was good with my fists, but your dad was better. Yep. How are you?
How am I? Oh, with my fists. Well, not too bad, sir, I guess.
Now, you heard what I said. In my company quarters, no fighting to speak of. You see what I mean?
You mean, sir, only maybe what might be absolutely necessary. Or if a man has no other choice.
There's a set of gloves in the watchman's desk.
Boxing gloves?
Oh, just for exercise. You see what I mean?
Yes, sir, and thanks for the advice.
Oh, you'll get along fine, son. Oh, you wait along, get acquainted. I got paperwork.
As Tim walks out of Captain Jellybone's office, he wears a tight grin on his face, and a plan is shaping in his mind. At the door of the assembly room, he calls out,
Hey, Chowderhead.
Huh? Who you yelling at?
Not you, Mush. I mean Chowderhead McBride.
What's that? What are you calling me?
Hey, Smokehead. You hear what he sasaid?
That's an insult.
Yeah, come on. I want some exercise.
Smokey, I'll toss you a coin to see who takes him apart.
Hold on. Here's the chief.
Attention. Hut.
At ease, men. Where's Captain Jellybone? In his office?
Right inside, Chief Cody.
Thank you, Collins.
With a quick salute to Tim Collins and his new mates, Chief Cody passes them and enters the office of Captain Jellybone.
Oh, don't get up, Captain. Just dropped in to see how things are going.
Well, you're always welcome, Chief.
Rested up after last night? It was a first-rate piece of work.
Well, it's wearing, though. 5 hours we worked over that youngster. Before we knew for sure he'd be able to breathe for himself.
These drowning accidents. Well, you brought him around. Tell me, how's young Collins making out? Can he take it?
If he's a chip off the old block, he'll take it fine.
Well, when your boys have worked with him at a fire, they'll see what he's made of.
Well, you know my boys. They're riding him hard. But I gave him a few hints.
Well, he's got to win his own place, Captain. What kind of, hints?
Listen.
Hmm?
Do you hear what I hear?
It sounds like a... Oh, look here, Captain, not a fight. I'll have no fighting in the quarters.
Oh, no, Chief. Just a little exercise, a little workout with the gloves. I told you, young Collins, I told him where they were kept, you see.
So that's one of your little hints, huh?
Hey, it's getting to be hot out there. I wish we could see this.
Well, now, they wouldn't see us if we cracked the door just an inch.
Oh, that's fine. We can see fine. Come on, Hooksy.
Lay it on, boy.
Let him give me your left, Hooksy. Come on, give me your left. That's it.
Well, now, what's happening out there in the assembly room of the rescue company? Has Tim Collins taken the captain's hint and put on the gloves to box around with one of his tormentors? What does Chief Cody see as he peers through the crack of the door? You'll find out, and you'll learn how Tim wins a place of honor with his new company when you hear our next true-to-life episode of The Firefighters. In just a moment, Chief Bob Cody will tell you, boys and girls, how you can help the firefighters in your own town. But first, here's a message you ought to hear. And now, Chief Bob Cody with a special notice for the Firefighters Brigade. Chief Cody.
Hello, boys and girls. This is Chief Cody with a reminder that a modern fire department offers interesting jobs for every kind of specialist. Hook and ladder men, engine men, members of rescue companies, salvage companies, searchlight companies, and many others. Yet, first of all, every man in the department must be a thoroughly trained firefighter. And he must be able both to think for himself and to obey instantly any order that is thrown at him. Pretty important qualities for any of us, firefighters or not. Don't you think so? Well, goodbye for now. You'll hear from me soon.
Fire Chief Cody and the young rookie fireman Tim Collins will be back on the same station the next time you hear...
That's it. Let's go!
Let's go! Firefighters! Firefighters is a copyrighted feature of William F. Holland Productions.
Five bells. Stand by all stations.
Attention, all districts. A 5-alarm fire. 5 bells. Move in immediately.
That's it. Let's roll!
Let's go! Firefighters! Presenting Firefighters, the true-to-life story of our unsung heroes who stand ready to ride by day or night against our most murderous enemy, the demon of fire. In just a minute, we'll visit the quarters of the rescue company where young Tim Collins, encouraged by Captain Jellybone to stand up to his tormentors, Mush Mushnosky and Smokehead McBride, flings a defiant challenge from the door of the assembly room. In a moment, there'll be hot action. But first, here's a special notice you want to hear. Let's go, firefighters. Let's go to the quarters of the rescue company where young Tim Collins, under pressure from the older members of his new company, is about to explode into action. As you remember, Tim has just been signed on the rescue company roll by Captain Jellybone, who warned him against fighting in the company quarters, but also told him that a set of boxing gloves is kept in the watchman's desk, just in case they might come in handy.
I get it, Captain. If you don't need me for anything, sir, maybe I could get a little exercise. I'd like to give the boys a workout.
With a cold, thin smile on his lips, Tim stalks to the door of the assembly room where the men of the rescue company sit talking and calls out.
Hey, Chowderhead!
Huh? Who are you yelling at, Collins?
Not you, Mushnosky. You're next, but first I want Chowderhead.
Chowderhead? You talking to me?
Hey, Smokehead, he is talking to you. That's an insult, calling you names like that.
Kid, you're getting too big for your boots.
Okay, come on and cut me down to size.
Come on, Smokey. Toss a coin. See which one of us takes him apart.
Oh, no, Mush. Let me... Hey,
Trent. Oh, Chief Cody.
Well, hello, boys. Where's Captain Jellybone, in his office?
Yes, sir. He's in his office right over there, Chief Cody.
Thanks, Collins. At ease, men. I'm just here to see your captain.
That's a break for you, Collins. Only for Chief Cody walking in like that, you'd be in 6 pieces by now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You think that's going to stop me just because Chief Cody isn't here in the station?
The kid's blowing his top, Mush.
You gotta turn the extinguisher on him, don't you
I'll
think?
do just that. Collins, I'll meet you anywhere, anytime. But you ain't going to get me logged with a black mark for fighting in the company quarters.
Fighting? Who said anything about fighting? I want some exercise, that's all.
Smokey, what's the kid driving at?
I'll show you what I'm driving at.
Hey, that's the watchman's desk. What do you want in there?
Here they are.
Boxing gloves? How did he know we had boxing gloves in there?
What do you think you're going to do with the gloves, Collins?
You put on a pair and find out.
Huh?
I know my rules as well as you do. You don't catch me fighting in quarters, but there's no regulation says I can't get some exercise. And I'm going to give you boys a boxing lesson.
Ha! He'll be dumb after I give him a few lumps. Come on, Mush. Help me on with the gloves.
No. Wait, Smokey. Hey, Cabo.
Hey, what do you have, Mush?
Help the kid on with his gloves. You, Smokehead. Come on over here.
All right, Collins, come on. Over into this. As soon as I strip off my tunic and shirt.
Come on, Mush. The gloves.
No. Listen, Smokehead. This young kid isn't a bad young kid.
He's asking for it, ain't he?
Why not? Didn't we ride him pretty bad? Creepers, ever since he stuck his nose in the door, we've been popping off at him, haven't we?
Well, sure, ain't that the idea? When a young kid joins up with a rescue company, we got to find out, can he take it, don't we?
Yeah, but listen.
Come on, what's keeping you two?
Go climb up pole. Yeah, you're right, Mush. The kid's a nice game kid. Maybe we pushed him too far, huh?
We can't quit now, though. He won't let us.
Okay, so I go a few rounds with him, let him work off his mad, and maybe give him a chance to calm down.
No, we rode him too hard. We all rode him. He'll want to lick us one after the other. Leastways, keep trying.
Yeah, that's too
now, listen,
bad.
why don't we wind it all up right now, huh? Let me have them, Smokey. Let me have the gloves.
What's the delay, I'm the one he was calling Chowder.
No, listen. Let me give him the old routine.
Huh?
You know, my old carnival act before I came into the fire department.
Hey, maybe you got...
Sure, I got some. All right, wait a minute. I carry him along, see? He thinks he's giving me a terrible lesson.
Yeah, but you don't let him land a solid punch, huh?
Until the payoff. He lands right on my jaw, right on the button.
And then the payoff.
Ha! So what do you say, huh?
What's the matter, you boys?
Here.
Change your mind?
Here, slip your mitt into this glove. Boy, I can't wait to see the kid's face when he thinks he's murdered you.
A moment later, as the men of the rescue company stand back to form a ring, Tim steps out toward his opponent, not suspecting that Smokehead McBride and Mush Mushnosky, pleased with his show of fighting spirit, have rigged a practical joke, calling on Mushnosky's old-time experience as a carnival trooper.
What's the idea, Mushnosky? Chowderhead's the first man in line.
Never mind that Chowderhead stuff, Collins. Mush and me, we share and share alike. Which one beats your ears down, don't make no never mind.
Sure, him and me, when some guy needs his ears beat down, we take turns, see?
Yeah?
This one's my turn.
Any objection?
No, okay, let's get started. Put him up.
All right, let's roll, Mush.
All right, try this one for size.
As the noise of Tim's bout with Mushnosky comes to his ears through the walls of Captain Jellybone's office, Chief Cody springs to his feet.
Let's crack that door open and see what goes on, huh?
The chief apparently opens the door very carefully, just an inch, and then peers out at the brisk action.
Get in there, Mush.
Come on, Collins.
He can't touch you, Mushy boy. He can't touch you.
Great blistering blazes. Collins can't get through that guard. The boy's knocking himself out, but he can't break through.
Ready, Mush. Get set for the payoff.
Oh, get set for the payoff, Smokey said. This is murder. If Mushnosky cuts loose, he'll slaughter Collins.
All right, Mush, open up. Give him the payoff, Mush. Give it to him.
Tim Collins, boring in at Mushnosky's guard, has been unable to land a solid blow because the ex-carnival man uses elbows and gloves to fend off the young fireman's attack. But as Smokehead McBride coaches Mushnosky, Tim sees a sudden opening.
You can't touch me, kid. Why don't you... Quick, cat, can I? How do you like this? All right, back to your corner,
Come on, Mush, come on. Get up off the floor.
Let him alone, Collins. He can't get up.
Yeah?
Smokehead, old pal. The kid did for me.
Mush. Oh, Mush, you do not say it. Do not lay there so helpless.
What's the matter with him?
Young man, you better lean on something. This is going to hurt you more than me.
About me. I'm the one that's dead for.
Oh, wait a minute. Look, fellas, if he's hurt, if I hurt him... I don't believe it. He's stalling. All I did was land on his jaw only once.
Oh, yeah? Well, let's see you help him up.
All right, I will. I must be stalling. Come on, Mush, let me lift you.
Hey, look out! My arm! My leg!
Oh, good grief. I don't believe it. Fellas, it isn't possible. All his joints, they bend the wrong way.
What did I tell you? You knocked me to pieces. It's up to you to put me together again.
Oh, but wait a minute here. Here, let me straighten you out. Don't lie there like a bottle of laundry. Here you are now. Well, there's no bones broken. It's your joints. Good grief, even your fingers.
Well, Collins, like I said, poor Mush is dead for. And 'twas you that done it.
Attention! Chief Cody.
Well, having a little trouble, boys? What's going on here?
Oh, watch yourself, Mush.
Chief Cody, this is all my fault. I made him put on the gloves with me and...
Well, knocked him out, did you?
No, sir. It looks as if I knocked him apart. I hit him just once on the jaw. I knocked all his joints the wrong way.
Mushnosky, isn't it? Yes, I thought so.
Yes, sir. I'm in terrible shape, Chief Cody.
Yeah, so I see. Haven't been in such bad shape since you left that carnival to come to the fire department, have you?
You said it, Chief.
Collins, the laugh is on you.
Laugh? Mushnosky, Chief Cody. Good grief, is this a gag?
A gag? Son, that man lying there limp and twisted as an old suit without anybody in it. Why, that fellow is... Hold it, boys, hold it. Box 13.
13! Box 13, that's for us, we roll!
All right, boys, that's for you. Come on, Mush. Pull yourself together.
Mushnosky, lie still. You're hurt.
Out of my way, kid. Gotta go.
Oh, good grief. 1 minute he's lying there, arms and legs all twisted the wrong way, and next he's running for the wagon.
Never mind Mushnoxy, son.
But, Chief, the
Never
guy was-
mind him, I say. That man is double-jointed. All his joints come apart or something. He was an India rubber man in the old carnival days.
Then it was a gag. They were kidding me.
Right up to the hill, Collins. Now climb on that wagon. You're due to roll.
Yes, sir. Oh, what a relief. All right, all aboard, Captain.
Let's go!
So Tim, as he rolls to his first alarm with the rescue company, is full of relief that what he thought was a serious fight with a tragic ending has turned out to be a practical joke with the ex-India rubber man pretending to be hurt. Chief Cody, in his own car, follows the rescue wagon toward the thrilling adventure scene you'll visit when you hear our next true-to-life episode of The Firefighters. In just a moment, Chief Bob Cody will tell you, boys and girls, how you can help the firefighters in your own town. But first, here's a message you ought to hear. And now, Chief Bob Cody with a special notice for the Firefighters Brigade. Chief Cody.
Hello, boys and girls. This is Chief Cody with another reminder that you can help your firefighters by guarding your own homes against certain fire hazards. You've heard before that piles of paper and trash are a menace. They make danger spots in every home unless cleaned out often. You've heard this before, but we all have to remind ourselves to get rid of those piles of waste paper and rubbish. So maybe in your own homes, it's time for another fire prevention checkup. Take care of it, will you? Well, that's all, and goodbye for now.
Fire Chief Cody and the young rookie fireman, Tim Collins, will be back on the same station the next time you hear...
That's it. Let's roll! Let's go! Firefighters!
Firefighters is a copyrighted feature of William F. Holland Productions.
Five bells. Stand by all stations.
Attention, all districts. A five-alarm fire. 5 bells. Move in immediately.
That's it. Let's roll!
Let's go! Firefighters!
Presenting Firefighters, the true-to-life story of our unsung heroes who stand ready to ride by day or night against our most murderous enemy, the demon of fire. In just a minute, we'll join Tim Collins as he rolls to a fire, his first run since Tim joined the rescue company. Tim doesn't know yet what thrilling adventure awaits him at the fire scene, and before he finds out, there's time for this message. Let's go, firefighters. Let's go to the firehouse where the rescue company is quartered. Tim Collins, you remember, has had a bad day with his new mates because they made it clear that no rookies were welcome in the rescue company. Tim put up with their badgering as long as he could. And then, when he couldn't take it any longer, he forced Mushnosky, ringleader of the old-timers, into a rough-and-tumble workout with a boxing glove. And just a moment ago, driving through Mushnosky's guard with terrific power...
How do you like this?
Mushnosky went down. And as Tim stood over him, amazed at the effects of his blow, he said...
All I did was land on his jaw only once, but look at him. Well, fellas, I don't believe it. It isn't possible. All his joints, they bend the wrong way.
Having a little trouble, Collins? Well, what's going on here?
Oh, Chief Cody, this is all my fault. I made him put the gloves on with me.
Well, knocked him out, did you?
Well, no, sir. It looks as if I knocked him apart. Well, I hit him just once on the jaw and knocked all his joints the wrong way.
So I see. Well, don't worry about it, Collins. It's only Mushnowski.
Oh, but Chief Cody, he's in terrible shape.
Yep, I never saw him look worse. Not since the old days when he had that boxing act in the carnival.
Sir?
Oh, you should have seen him in those days, Collins. Arms and legs all over the place. Worse than an octopus playing the bagpipe.
I don't get it, Chief.
Well, what do you say, boys? You've had your little joke, haven't you?
Joke? Oh, good grief. Is this a gag? He isn't hurt? You mean I didn't...
Don't let it bother you, son. Mushnowski can pull himself together any time that... Hold it, boys. Box 13, the private box.
Box 13, that's for us. We roll.
Where's that box, Watchman?
Mechanical Standards Building.
Mechanical Standards Building. That's bad.
Mushnowski, lie still. You're hurt. Hey, come back.
Never mind, Mushnowski, son.
Yeah, but, Chief, 1 minute he's lying there, arms and legs all twisted the wrong way, and the next he's running for the wagon.
Never mind, I say. That man is double-jointed. He was an India rubber man in the old carnival days.
Oh, then it was a gag. They were kidding me.
Right up to the hill, Collins. Now climb on that wagon. You're due to roll.
Yes, sir. Hey, Smokehead! Come on, pull these boxing gloves off my hands so I can climb into my gear.
All clear, Captain Jellybone. Let's roll.
As Tim and the rescue company roll toward the fire scene, the young fireman is full of relief that it was only a joke, that by playing this trick on him, the men of his new company have shown their willingness to accept him as one of them. As the first stew fire apparatus rolls from many directions toward the Mechanical Standards Company building, a man sits in an office on the 3rd floor dictating a letter to a recording.
The Mechanical Standards Company is engaged in, the business of the company is to, our records contain 2,000 pages of figures worked out by our engineers. And with these figures, we can tell you exactly how to design your machinery for the best and most economical operation in any...
Not knowing that fire has broken out in the employees' cafeteria on the floor below, Mr. J. Cooper Lawley, first vice president of Mechanical Standards Company, continues to dictate in the privacy of his air-conditioned, soundproof office until...
Inter-office speaker system. Confound it. Why does that girl have to bother me now? She ought to... Confound it, Helen. Why do you have to bother me now? I still have 10 minutes of dictation to do.
This is EB, J.C.
Oh, yes. What can I do for you, sir?
Plan D, J.C. Put Plan D into effect immediately for protection of our records.
Plan D? The building isn't on fire.
It is.
Where?
Employees' cafeteria. You'll find out if you don't move fast.
Employees' cafeteria? But that's right below me. Has anyone called the fire department?
Yes. Plan D's in full effect. Alarm sent in, everybody out of the building, or ought to be, except you and me. And now it's time for our part of the plan.
Yes, sir. I'm to carry the record books down to the vault, lock them in, leave the building through the basement exit, report for roll call, and then...
Then get started while you still have electricity to work that lock on the vault. Get those figures put away.
I shall, E.B. But what about the... E.B., are you there? Confound it, he's left. Now, where do I... Oh, the record books. If they burn, we'll be out of business. So, now, ready with the books. Now, the key. Yes, anything else? Oh, my pills, correct. Now, down the fire stairs to the basement.
Along the empty corridor, Mr. Lawley hastens toward the fire stairs with the company's priceless record books under his arm. As he hurries down the stairs to the basement, a loudspeaker hung on the wall of the underground vault begins to crackle as E.B. Hewitt attempts to establish contact.
Lawley, where are you? Aren't you there yet? Lawley, J.C., can you hear me? This is Hewitt calling from the downstairs lobby. Lawley, this is worse than we thought.
Here I am, E.B. I came as fast as I could.
You'll have to hurry. You'll have to get out. The whole second floor is blazing. Fire Chief Cody says...
In a minute. I've got to change my key to the inside of the door, or I'll never get out when that switch locks it.
Lawley, are you there? Listen to me, J.C.
Stand by for report, E.B. I'm putting the books into the inner fireproof box.
Lawley, get out. The firemen are here. Everybody's out but you.
Now, what next? All correct here in the vault, E.B. Records are stored away. Now I'm looking around the workroom. Windows locked, and I'm...
Lawley, listen to me. Here, Chief Cody. You talk to him.
Mr. Lawley, can you hear me? This is Fire Chief Cody. You've got to get out. We've got to pull the juice. Turn off the electricity in this building.
But you mustn't. See here, if you turn off the electricity, I shall be locked in the vault. The door is controlled by a switch with a special key.
I know, but man, you don't understand. That second floor may come crashing down on top of you.
Chief Cody, my instructions are to follow Plan D. And it so happens it's now time for me... Here, the lights. Turn on the lights. You've cut off the electricity. I can't open the door, you fools!
As the lights in the vault go dead and Lawley finds himself unable to open the door with his special key that controls the electric lock, Chief Cody, at the speaker in the lobby of the Mechanical Standards Building, calls out,
Collins, come here. This voice box has gone dead.
Yes, sir. Captain Jellybone says the cable must have burned through, Chief.
I told him not to pull the juice till I gave the word.
He didn't, sir. He didn't. We usually do. But we waited, sir. Now he says the fire cut the cable.
Then the man is trapped.
Who, sir?
Lawley, officer of the concern here.
Oh.
Carried the important records down to a vault in the basement, following some plan they have for protection in case of fire.
Oh, good grief, Chief Cody. How can we get to him?
That's up to you, Collins. You're on the rescue company, aren't you?
Oh, you bet I am, sir.
All right, then. Do your job. Get that man out. And how you manage it is up to you.
Yes, sir. Rescue company! This way! Man trapped in the vault!
Let's have that foam. Hook up that foam generator. There's gasoline stored in this building.
Well, now, it looks as if Tim Collins' first run with the rescue company has raised a thrilling problem for him to solve. As Chief Cody turns his attention to directing the overall battle against the blaze that roars through the second floor, Tim races toward the rescue wagon for special equipment. How he plans to save Mr. Lawley from imprisonment in the vault deep in the basement of the burning building, well, you'll hear in our next true-to-life episode of The Firefighters. In just a moment, Chief Bob Cody will tell you, boys and girls, how you can help the firefighters in your own hometown. But first, here's a message you ought to hear. And now here's Chief Bob Cody with a special notice for the Firefighters Brigade. Chief Cody.
Hello, boys and girls. This is Chief Cody. And I just want to point out that in any big company, you'll find plans. Now, these plans are made in advance to deal with the emergency of fire. Yes, sir. Most big companies have plans to protect life and property. And those fire safety plans are just as important as fire drill at school. You know, a few seconds can make all the difference between safety and disaster. And if you know just what to do, now listen, just what to do, just how to escape without losing your head or your way in case of fire at home or in school or, for that matter, anywhere else. A few seconds may be all you need. Well, that's all for now, and you'll hear from me soon.
Fire Chief Cody and the young rookie fireman Tim Collins will be back on the same station the next time you hear...
That's it. Let's roll! Let's go! Firefighters!
Firefighters is a copyrighted feature of William F. Holland Productions.
Five bells. Stand by all stations.
Attention, all districts. A 5-alarm fire. 5 bells. Move in immediately.
That's it. Let's go!
Let's go! Firefighters! Presenting Firefighters, the true-to-life story of our unsung heroes who stand ready to ride by day or night against our most murderous enemy, the demon of fire. In just a minute, we'll join Tim Collins and Chief Cody at the scene of the sudden fire in the Mechanical Standards Company building, where Tim is about to begin his first thrilling adventure as a new member of the rescue squad. But first, there's time for this message. Let's go, firefighters. Let's go to the big office building of the Mechanical Standards Company, where you remember a flash fire in the employees' cafeteria has swept through the whole second floor. And as Chief Cody directs the battle against the blaze, he learns that a man is trapped in a vault in the basement. How that man became trapped, Chief Cody learns from Mr. E.B. Hewitt, president of the company, who says to him,
Chief Cody, it couldn't be helped. That man was following Plan D, our plan for protecting the company records against fire.
Yes, I know, but come to the point, mister. Now, give me a quick size-up so we can figure how to get him out.
Well, I'm telling you, Chief. 10 minutes ago, I was working in my office, getting up a report to the directors, when I heard the buzzer on my inter-office speaker. 3 buzzers. That's for an emergency. E.B. Hewitt speaking. What's the emergency?
This is Dennis, the watchman, Mr. Hewitt.
Oh, what's up, Dennis?
There's a fire.
Fire? That's impossible. Where is it?
It's in the employees' cafeteria. Started in the kitchen, sir, and swept right through the big room. All those wooden chairs and tables caught fire like kindling, sir.
But the sprinklers, Dennis. What's the matter with the sprinkler system?
They're shut down for repairs.
All right, Dennis. Plan D goes into effect. What steps have you taken?
I pulled the alarm, sir.
You pulled the alarm? Good. Then evacuate the building, Dennis. Follow Plan D. Get everybody out, all but Mr. Lawley. I'll take care of him myself.
Yes, sir. I'll sound it.
Lawley, this is E.B. calling J.C. Lawley. J.C., what's the matter with you? Why don't you...
Confound it, Helen. Why do you have to bother me now? I still have 10 minutes of dictation to do.
President's office here. Is that you, J.C.? This is E.B.
Oh, yes. What can I do for you, sir?
Plan D. Put Plan D into effect immediately.
Plan D? You mean there's a fire?
In the employees' cafeteria. The whole second floor is flaming. May spread through the building. Get those records down to the vault in the basement.
Yes, sir. Right away.
You have your special key? You can't open that electric lock without your key.
Of course, E.B.
Then get started while you still have electricity to work that lock on the vault. Get those figures put away.
Only minutes ago, as Mr. Hewitt explains, the fire alarm was tapped in, and the building was evacuated except for Vice President J.C. Lawley, who hastened down to the fireproof vault in the basement to lock up the priceless records of the company. Now, inside the lobby on the first floor, Mr. Hewitt tells Chief Cody.
Lawley is the last person in the building, Chief Cody, except for us.
Well, he's got to get out. That basement is not safe.
I hardly think it could burn, Chief. Solid masonry construction.
Yes, but what if that second floor crashes down and carries this first floor with it? And we have to dig him out. What if tons of water flood the basement and he has to swim for it?
Why, I never thought of that.
Tell me, can you call him in the vault with this contraption here, this speaker system of yours?
Why, yes, I can. At least I'll try.
All right. Tell him to get out while he can, because we've got to pull the juice.
Lawley, can you hear me? Are you in the vault? He doesn't answer, Chief.
Well, keep trying. We've got to pull the juice as soon as we can. Cut off the electricity at the main switch.
But you can't. If Lawley's in the vault, Chief, that door has an electric lock. He can't get out if you pull that.
Collins! Tell Captain Jellybone to let that main switch alone until I give the word.
Yes, sir. Captain Jellybone.
All right, now. Try that voice box again, Hewitt. Maybe your man has reached the vault.
Yes, Lawley, can you hear me? This is Hewitt calling from the lobby. Lawley. Oh, this is worse than we thought.
Here I am, E.B. I came as fast as I could.
You'll have to hurry. You'll have to get out.
In a minute, E.B. The records are stored away. Now, I wonder if there's anything else, and
Great blistering blazes. Let me talk to him, Hewitt.
Lawley, listen to me. This is Fire Chief Cody. He wants to tell you...
Mr. Lawley, can you hear me? This is Fire Chief Cody. You've got to get out. We've got to pull the juice. Turn off the electricity in this building.
But you mustn't. See here. If you turn off the electricity,
I shall be locked in the vault.
Yes, I know. If the juice goes off, you can't open that vault door to get out. So get out while you can. Get out now.
Wait a minute, Chief Cody. My instructions are to follow Plan D, and it so happens that it's now time for me to...
Lawley. Mr. Lawley, can you hear me? Collins! Collins, come here. This voice box has gone dead.
Well, Captain Jellybone says the cable must have burned through, Chief.
He didn't pull the juice, Collins?
No, sir. He waited, but now he says the fire cut the cable.
Then that man is trapped.
Who, sir?
Lawley, officer of the concern here. Carried some important records down to a vault they have in the basement.
Oh, this is tragic. This is terrible. You've got to save that man.
We'll get him out if it's humanly possible. Collins, pass the word.
Spare no expense. He's a key man in this company. If we lose J.C., it'll take months to train another man.
Now, Lord, don't delay us. Collins, do your job. Get that man out. And how you manage it is up to you.
Yes, sir.
Rescue company! Stand Captain the boat!
Let's have that foam. Hook up that foam generator. There's gasoline stored in this building.
Chief Cody hastens away to command the overall attack on the blaze that is eating its way through the second floor. Overhearing the chief's orders, E.B. Hewitt demands of Tim Collins.
Foam. The man's wasting time.
Sir? There's gasoline stored here, isn't there?
Yes, of course. A few hundred gallons for our motor cars. But that's in the basement. The fire is 2 floors above.
Well, it is now, sir. But at any moment, your whole building may be on one level. Now, let's get out into the street.
What are you talking about?
Listen, sir, that second floor may be ready to crash through, right into the basement.
Ridiculous. This building is as solid as the...
Okay. Have it your own way. But let's get out of this lobby and get into the street.
Certainly not. I'm E.B. Hewitt. I'm president of Mechanical Standards. I intend to remain here in the lobby and direct the efforts of the fire department.
Pull out! All officers, get your men out of the second floor!
You hear that, Mr. Hewitt? Chief Cody is pulling the men out. It's time for us to go.
Come out of there, Collins!
Yes, sir. Coming, Captain Jellybone. Now, let's go, Mr. Hewitt. There's the rescue company waiting for us.
Ridiculous. I question Chief Cody's judgment. I'm in charge here. I'm president of the company. Send Chief Cody to me.
Collins!
Yes, sir. Coming, sir. Your mistake, Mr. Hewitt. The fire department is in charge. Now, you're coming with me.
Don't you lay hands on me, young man.
All right. Are you coming quietly?
All right. I'll go with you under protest.
Against his will, the president of Mechanical Standards Company goes with Tim Collins from the lobby of the building into the street. And as they reach the spot where Captain Jellybone waits for them with the other men of the rescue company, Mr. Hewitt begins another protest.
Standing around. Idle. When my man Lawley is locked in that vault.
It's you that's holding us up, Mr. Hewitt. Now, come on, will you? Give us the layout.
Come on, I got the story, Collins.
Well, in a moment, Captain Jellybone.
Hurry up.
Now, Mr. Hewitt, snap out of it. What's the location of this vault?
Why, it's a large room with thick fireproof walls, floor and ceiling, deep in the basement.
I see. Near the garage?
Yes, the passage, the exit to the rear of the building Lawley was supposed to use, it passes by the underground garage.
Oh, that's where your gasoline is stored. Now, the vault itself. A big room, you say. Concrete construction?
With metal rods to prevent anyone from breaking through.
Well, then there's little chance that we could break through those walls. And the door?
Heavy metal with an electric lock.
I see.
But that door, without electricity, don't you see? There's no chance. Lawley can't possibly get out.
No, I know, sir. The lock is really a special electric switch, but... Well, that vault, that big room, hasn't it any windows, any kind of opening?
Windows, that's it. Yes, there's one window. Opens on the corridor.
That's it. Captain Jellybone, we've got it.
Hurry up, Collins.
Hewitt knows a way we can get into the vault.
All men out. Save those ladders. You truck men, get those ladders clear.
Now, come on, Hewitt. Give us that layout in detail. We'll get your man out even with a building crashing down on our helmets.
Well, now the rescue company is ready to go into high gear with no time lost. Once Tim Collins has wormed out of the confused Mr. Hewitt the news that the trapped man can be reached through a window in the thick concrete wall of the underground vault. As Chief Cody draws his men and equipment back out of danger, expecting the flame-riddled second floor to collapse, Tim Collins makes ready to enter the basement. Well, now you'll follow his daring rescue attempt when you hear our next true-to-life episode of The Firefighters. In just a moment, Chief Bob Cody will tell you, boys and girls, how you can help the firefighters in your own town. But first, here's a message you ought to hear. And now, Chief Bob Cody with a special notice for the Firefighters Brigade. Chief Cody.
Hello, boys and girls. This is Chief Cody reminding you that one of the most important secrets of firefighting is to keep your head. You know, the more haste, the less speed. So your firefighter takes time to size up conditions at the fire scene, plans his attack on the blaze or his attempt to rescue any person who may be in danger. And then is when he begins to move, swiftly and surely, when each step he wants to take is clear in his mind. Now remember, a real firefighter keeps cool in the hottest blaze. And that's a good example for all of us, don't you think? Well, so long for now.
Fire Chief Cody and the young rookie fireman Tim Collins will be back on the same station the next time you hear...
That's it. Let's go!
Let's go! Firefighters! Firefighters is a copyrighted feature of William F. Holland Productions.
Five bells. Stand by all stations.
Attention, all districts. A 5-alarm fire. 5 bells. Move in immediately.
That's it. Let's go!
Let's go! Firefighters! Presenting Firefighters, the true-to-life story of our unsung heroes who stand ready to ride by day or night against our most murderous enemy, the demon of fire. In just a minute, we'll move to the scene of the flash fire that has gutted the second floor of the Mechanical Standards building and threatens to bring all 3 floors tumbling down into the basement where Mr. Lawley is trapped in the records vault. We'll go as soon as you've heard this message. Let's go, firefighters. Let's go to the street outside the Mechanical Standards Company building, where Tim Collins, on his first run to a fire with the rescue company, is trying to get important information from E.B. Hewitt, president of Mechanical Standards.
Hi, good. Now, Mr. Hewitt, just try to give it to me straight. This man, this Mr. Lawley, he carried your company's records down to the vault in the basement, right? And now he's locked in. So how can we get at him? How can we get him out?
And as Tim Collins gets from Mr. Hewitt the facts he needs to plan his rescue of the trapped man in the basement vault, Chief Cody shouts out,
All companies, get your men out of that second floor. Pull them out.
The foam generator is ready for operation, Chief.
Good. Can you spare men to stand by in case we need that foam?
I'd rather not, Chief. My boys are going into the basement after that fellow in the vault.
What? Haven't they started yet?
Smokey McBride went in with trouble to locate the vault.
What's keeping them? Why isn't that man on his way out?
Foxy Collins is getting the dope we need from Mr. Hewitt.
Dope?
And how the vault is set up, so we'll know how to break in without losing any more time.
Okay. Then have Lieutenant Greenspan take over operation of the foam generator.
Yes, sir.
Tell him to stand by to cover that gasoline stored in the basement. If that second floor is going to collapse and the whole building falls into the cellar, Greenspan can keep your boys from frying in a gasoline fire.
Okay, Chief. 209. Orders for Company 209.
You hose men, rig pipes on the aerial ladders. Give me water towers. Flood that second floor from outside. All engine companies, mount your deck pipes in the street and your turret guns. Aim at those windows. Flood that second floor. Give me every gallon of water you can pump.
Now, as Captain Jellybone returns to his field headquarters at the rescue wagon, after transferring command of his foam generator to Lieutenant Greenspan, Tim Collins.
I've got it! Captain Jellybone, I've got the dope we need.
All set, Hooksy. What's the layout?
Well, this vault, Captain. It's a big room down in the basement. A room with concrete walls 2 feet thick, reinforced with metal rods.
Oh, we never cut through those walls, Collins.
No, sir.
Not in time to save that man inside. How about the door?
Heavy metal, sir. Stronger than the walls. And it's locked tight now because the lock is some kind of electric mechanism.
Works on him with electricity, eh?
Yes, sir. And the electricity is turned off. But there's a window, sir. A window that opens from the vault into the corridor.
A window?
Yes, sir.
Of glass in a room built to resist anything but an earthquake?
Well, Hewitt says they have a window to let in air, sir.
Oh.
Because sometimes they work there in the vault on those precious records of theirs. But the thing is...
The thing is, there's a window. And that's how we got to get the man inside. Come on, Collins.
But, Captain...
No time to waste, boy.
Captain, the window, Captain, is made of shatterproof glass. And from outside, it's protected with iron bars. We'll have to cut our way in.
Iron bars, eh? Well, that means we'll need the cutting torch.
Yes, sir, and I'll need help to carry the gas tanks, Captain.
We can manage them between us, Hooksy.
Yeah, but you're going in, sir? Cobble and Smokehead are in there already.
Of course I'm going in, boy. If that second floor comes down, we'll pull each other out.
Oh.
Come on, unshift that oxygen tank from the wagon.
Less than a minute later, carrying the cutting torch and the tanks of gas that feed it, they plunged through the basement garage of the Mechanical Standards Building into a pitch-dark corridor.
Black as night in here, Captain.
Yeah. Flash your light, Collins.
Yes, sir.
Can't tell which way this leads to the vault.
Look, sir, there's a sort of glow down that way.
Yeah? Cobble! McBride! Show a light!
This way, Captain.
There's his light.
Heft that acetylene torch, Hooksy.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
With the gleam of Private Cobble's torch to lead them, the rescue captain and Tim Collins move more swiftly along the corridor into the depths below the burning building until they turn a corner and...
Hey, Captain, that you?
It's me, Smokey. Cobble!
Sir?
Get back to the wagon and bring us a few masks. The new ones. Don't know what we run into. Smoke, gas, or what have you.
Okay, Captain.
Who's that with a cutting torch?
Me, Hooksy Collins. Lend a hand, will you, Smokey?
How you doing, kid? What's happening up top, sir?
Looks bad on the second floor.
We're better down here. No smoke down here. Not yet, anyways.
All right, all set with the torch, Captain Jellybone.
All right, stand by, boys. Now, what's the setup inside the vault, Smokehead?
The guy's all right. At least he's alive. Leastwise, he was a few minutes ago. Look, when I tap on the glass with my spanner.
Turn your light in there. Collins, right, turn it in.
See that white blur? That's him.
He's tapping back. Can't see through this glass, and he can't see us either.
Oh, well, good grief. What'll happen when we turn on the torch if you can't warn him to get away from the window?
He can't hear so good in there. I tried. Go on, Captain, you try.
Can you hear me?
What's he trying to say?
Oh, who knows? At least he's got air. That vault must have air ducts leading into it.
All right, ready for the torch, boys. Window must be jammed, or he'd open it from the inside.
Lighting the torch.
Just that mixture gas, Smokey. Now, hold up the torch so Lolly can see the flame through the window.
That white blur on the glass, that's his face, I think.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
He's moved away from the window.
Yeah.
It'd better. This heat from the torch will cut those bars like butter. Let it go, Smokehead.
Watch me knife through that iron.
Cut every bar, top and bottom. We need room to pull that man through.
In short order, the fierce flame of the cutting torch slices through the iron bars, melts, vaporizes, and blasts away enough metal to open a way to safety for the man trapped in the vault. And Captain Jellybone orders.
Good enough. Light here, Collins.
Yes, sir.
Ouch. Ooh, that window's hot. Gotta work fast. Don't know what that heat might do to the man inside.
Oh, good grief. The heat made a mess of that glass. Burned right through in places.
Yeah. Here, your axe here, Smokehead. Let's pry that window out of the frame.
Gangway, Collins. Yeah. Leave me room for my elbow.
Up at the top. Wedge the blade of your axe against the...
Gotcha, Captain. This'll open her up.
Hello, inside there. Come on over to the window.
Sink. It's going to sink.
Captain, there's water in that vault.
Hey, your light, Collins. Look in there.
Oh,
grief.
It's flooded. It's coming from upstairs. That water pouring down from the second floor.
Hello, Mr. Lawley.
There he is, Captain. Yeah. There he is, hanging onto those pipes in the corner. Oh, good grief, that water's almost up to the level of the window.
Hang on, mister. We're coming in.
Give me a leg up to the window,
Oh, no, wait a minute. You can't get through. You're too thick in the body, Smokehead. It'll have to be me.
All right, Collins. Get out of your boots and coat.
Yes, sir.
You'll have to swim for it in that vault.
Hey, we'll have to swim for it out here. There's water underfoot right here in the corridor.
I thought the safety doors would hold it back. But no door could hold back the tons of water Chief Cody is pouring down into the second floor.
Yeah. All right, ready, Captain.
I'll push it, bro. Up, Daisy. Man, you're heavier than you look.
Can you make it, Collins?
Yeah, I'm almost through, sir. Hey, give me a shove, Smokey. Hey! Hey, what do you think I am, a diving beauty?
Get that man, Collins. The water is rising. We've got to get out.
And as Tim, hardly able to keep his balance in the swirling water that pours into the vault through air pipes, reaches for the helpless Mr. Lawley, Chief Cody, out in the street, is showing concern.
Cobble! Private Cobble! Get down into that basement. Tell your captain and the rest it's time to pull out, or I'll have to go after them. I want those men out of there now.
Chief Cody, watching the whole progress of the fire from his post of command, sees a sudden turn in events, a change that makes it necessary for Tim Collins and his mates to escape from the basement without delay. First, as you know, Tim is determined to carry out his mission, to rescue Mr. Lawley from his water-filled prison. You'll hear how Tim brings Mr. Lawley to safety in our next true-to-life episode of The Firefighters. In just a moment, Chief Bob Cody will tell you, boys and girls, how you can help the firefighters in your own town. But first, here's a message you ought to hear. And now, Chief Bob Cody with a special notice for the Firefighters Brigade. Chief Cody.
Hello, boys and girls. This is Chief Cody, reminding you that one of the best ways to fight fire is to call for help while the fire is still small. At the first sign of danger, pull an alarm. And then, if you can, put the fire out yourself. Remember, the firemen don't care if the fire is out when they get to the scene. They would rather roll 10 times and find the fire already out than have you wait until the blaze grows big and dangerous before you call them. So when you need help, don't hesitate. Just pull that alarm. Well, that's all, and so long for now.
Fire Chief Cody and the young rookie fireman Tim Collins will be back on the same station the next time you hear...
That's it. Let's go!
Let's go! Firefighters! Firefighters is a copyrighted feature of William F. Holland Productions.
Five bells. Stand by all stations.
Attention, all districts. A 5-alarm fire. 5 bells. Move in immediately.
That's it. Let's go!
Let's go! Firefighters! Presenting Firefighters, the true-to-life story of our unsung heroes who stand ready to ride by day or night against our most murderous enemy, the demon of fire. In just a minute, we'll stand beside Chief Cody at the scene of the fire in the Mechanical Standards Building, where Tim Collins, with other men of the rescue company, has penetrated the vault where a man is imprisoned. But first, there's just time for this message. Let's go, firefighters. Let's go to the scene of the fire in the Mechanical Standards Building, where Chief Cody commands the fight against the blaze that has swept through the second floor. He has pulled his men out of the building, admitting that...
We've lost the first round, boys. That floor isn't safe. Pull out. We'll fight her from outside.
But the chief is waiting for just the right moment to close in and has ordered the engine companies to pour tons of water through the windows from outside using his aerial ladders as water towers. And now he hails a member of the rescue company.
Cubble! Private Cubble! Get down into that basement. Tell Captain Jellybone it's time to pull out. I want those men out of there now.
I'm on my way, Chief.
Kavanaugh! Lieutenant Kavanaugh!
Yo!
Kavanaugh, watch that wall. Watch for a sign of cracking. Let me know when she's going to collapse.
Okay, Chief.
First aid. All first aid men stand by. We have men in that basement. They may be shot.
And while Chief Cody watches for the first warning sign that the ruins of the second floor are about to crash down, carrying the whole internal structure of the building into the basement, Tim Collins, with Captain Jellybone and Smokehead McBride of the rescue company, has reached his goal, the vault where Mr. Lawley is imprisoned.
Well, the window's cleared away, Captain. Just room for me to climb through if I go head first.
Now, don't snag yourself on what's left of those iron bars, Hoxie.
Yes, sir.
Get out of your coat and boots.
I'm going to sink.
He's going to sink? What's he talking about?
Going to sink? Flash your light into that vault, Smokehead.
Help! Somebody help!
Oh, good grief. That vault is full of water almost up to the window level.
Pouring down from above, Collins.
Yes, sir.
Tons of water, Chief. Cody is throwing into the second floor. Pouring down the air ducts into that vault.
All right, mister. Hang on to those pipes. I'm coming in. Give me a leg up, Smokey.
No time to lose, Collins. The safety doors at the head of the basement stairs have given way.
Huh? Well, how do you know? I didn't hear it.
Can't you feel, Collins?
Huh? Water. Water underfoot. Well, this corridor's filling up, too.
Get that man out before we all have to swim for it. All set?
Yeah, I'm balanced on the sill. Now give me a shove, Smokey.
All right, Collins.
Yeah. Hey, you Smokehead, what do you think I am? A diving beauty?
Come on now. Show us how fast you can swim.
It's all right, mister. It's all right. Somebody's here. Hey, let's have some light, Captain.
All right, there you are, Hoxie. In the corner, hanging onto those pipes.
Yeah. Now you can let go of your grip, mister.
No. Oh, mustn't let go.
Look, it's all right. It's all right. I'm going to get you out of this private swimming pool.
We'll drown. Everybody drown.
Here, put your hand on my shoulder. Now, come on. It's your only chance. Snap out of it, mister. You're safe. If you let me save you.
Save me. Can you? Will you?
Come on, mister. Come on, mister. This is the fire department. You're safe now. Let go those pipes.
Fireman came to save me.
He's almost out of his head, Captain. Got a grip on those pipes like iron. I'll have to pry him loose if I... Ow!
What's up? Are you all right?
Yeah, it's okay. He just shifted his grip to my shoulder. Who'd think he had so much muscle?
Well, that's the only reason he's still alive.
Yeah. Well, we're coming out. Stand by to catch him.
Step on it, Hoxie. The tide is rising out here in the corridors. I'm up to my knees already.
All right, here he comes. Like shoving a sack of meal through a porthole.
Well, keep coming, boy. Smokehead has his head and shoulders.
Well, here's the rest of them. There.
All right, Smokehead. I'll get that man over your shoulder. Get him outside.
Safe to pull out.
Who's that coming?
Pablo! We've got our man. Help Smokey carry him to the ambulance.
All right, give me a gun.
Now, Collins, can you make it? Can you make it, Collins?
Yeah, coming out now, Captain. Another minute and I can swim right through this window. All right, now give me a hand, sir.
All right, now swing around, Hoxie. That's it. Come on. Come down. Feet first.
Like this? Yeah.
That does it. Here, grab your coats. Floating away.
Got it. Yeah, my boots. I got to empty them out. Maybe. Oh, no fish in them yet.
Hooksy, you're in, all right.
Yeah, sir. In water up to my waist, but... Oh, you men...
Oh, never mind now. I'll tell you later. Here, get a hold of these gas tanks.
Yeah, where's the burner? We cut the bars out of the vault window with.
I've got it. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, what about the axe? We can't find it on this black water if we...
Let's go, son. Smokehead took the axe, and that man Lawley, one in each hand. Now let's go.
There he is. Oh, something happened. Upstairs.
It's be happening down here in a minute. That second floor is going to crash through.
Oh, good grief. We've still got 50 yards to go.
We may not make it, boy. You know that, of course.
Oh, sure. But we can keep trying, Captain.
Right. Oh, you have a right to be scared, you know, Hooksy.
Me, sir? Oh, sure, but what's the odds? We did our job, didn't we? We got that man out. We did what Chief Cody ordered us, didn't we?
Don't mind me, Hooksy. I was just sort of wondering what you're made of.
Sir?
You're in, boy. You're in.
Oh, there you go again, Captain. In what?
Never mind. I'll tell you later, I said. Just keep smashing along.
Yeah, here's the garage. Only a little more way to go.
This does it, boy. Here comes this.
Outside the building, out in the street, Chief Cody stands for a moment silent as the echoes of the falling debris die away. This is what the chief has dreaded, that the fire-gutted interior would collapse before the men of the rescue company could be reported safe. But before he can turn his full attention to digging them out, he must then order...
Close in! All companies close in! Down that wreckage! Bring every pipe to bear!
And then, running toward the rescue wagon, he shouts...
Truckmen, this way! Picks and shovels! Men trapped under the ruins!
Hey, Chief Cody! We're okay, Chief Cody!
We're reporting, Chief Cody. We got that man out time.
Collins! Captain Jellybone, am I glad to see you?
Any more men in there, Chief?
No, we're all clear now.
Now, with no lives in danger, Captain Jellybone and Tim Collins are free to find other work. They check on the condition of the man they rescued and find Mr. Lawley resting comfortably on a stretcher.
I must send a memo. One of your men find my secretary, Captain, to take a memo to Mr. Hewitt.
Well, now, it's not going to be easy to find anyone in that crowd, Mr. Lawley.
Well, if it's important, Captain, maybe I could...
Something about your experience, Mr. Lawley? About how you got locked in that vault when the electricity was cut off?
Just a matter of organization, Captain.
I see.
You see, under our Plan D, that's our plan for protecting the company records in case of fire.
Yeah, so I understand. Your job was to carry those records down to the vault and lock them in the waterproof compartments and...
And so on and so on.
Yeah.
And since those records are vitally important...
Well, they must be to risk your life to save them.
My duty, sir. My duty under Plan D. But since those records are priceless, I feel that in our new building...
New building?
Yes, new building, of course. The work of the Mechanical Standards Company must not be interrupted. We'll rebuild immediately, of course.
I see. And you want to send this memo to the company president about the new building? Eh?
No. About changes in Plan D. Since our records are beyond price, I feel it should be Mr. Hewitt's privilege to protect them, to guard them with his life.
Captain, does he mean that? He thinks it's such an honor it should go to the top man in the company?
That's it, isn't it, Mr. Lawley? The next time, if there's ever a next time...
I feel it should be Mr. Hewitt's privilege as president of Mechanical Standards Company to go down with the ship, so to speak.
Oh, good grief, Captain Jellybone. This is the first time I ever met a man who thinks it's a privilege to get trapped in a vault full of water in the basement of a burning building.
Yes? Well, Collins, would you like to meet another man like that?
Well, what do you suppose Captain Jellybone means by that last question? You can't blame Tim Collins for being puzzled. But there's no time now for the young fireman to answer riddles, because Chief Cody needs all hands to knock down the last remnants of the fire in the ruins of the Mechanical Standards building. For the end of the battle, listen to our next true-to-life episode of The Firefighters. In just a moment, Chief Bob Cody will tell you, boys and girls, how you can help the firefighters in your own town. But first, here's a message you ought to hear. And now, Chief Bob Cody with a special notice for the Firefighters Brigade. Chief Cody.
Hello, boys and girls. This is Chief Cody with a suggestion for a plan for your own defense against fire. Do just as the regular firefighters do. Know your defenses and how to use them. For instance, know the exact location of the fire alarm boxes near your home, near or in your school, and near any place you go regularly, like a theater, clubhouse, or even the corner store. Know how to get to the nearest fire alarm box wherever you happen to be. And sometimes, in sudden emergency, that knowledge may save lives or property. But that's all, and goodbye for now.
Fire Chief Cody and the young rookie fireman Tim Collins will be back on the same station the next time you hear...
That's it. Let's go!
Let's go! Firefighters! Firefighters is a copyrighted feature of William F. Holland Productions.